Hello YouTube, this is Jason, aka Junky. Hope this video finds you in good spirits and doing well. It's Wednesday, January the 10th, 2018. Time is flying by very fast. Today what we're going to do is a BitConnect update video, and a lot of you have requested that I give my thoughts about BitconnectX, so I'll give my thoughts. It wasn't really on my radar. Jim brought it up to me, and I've watched it over the last couple of days, and I have thoughts. By the way, Jim is the gentleman on the left. I'm the guy on the right. We form CryptUnite Global. Basically, we're a cryptocurrency community. What we're trying to do is bring awareness, like-minded people all coming together, talking cryptos, sharing experiences, sharing what we're investing in, what we're doing, and it's growing. So please, a lot of our social media channels are open: Twitter, Instagram. We have a Facebook group. Follow us on those and join the group. And it's all free. We're not soliciting anything. And the website's under construction. Hopefully, the next few weeks we'll get it out. We're working really hard on that. All right. So we have a few things to go over today. Bitcoin, 14,866. Looks like it's doing a little bit of recovering right now. The market cap for cryptocurrencies, we're at over close to $750 billion. It's growing, so it's very positive signs there. I am looking at the charts, not to get too technical, but I think I described earlier that I think let's look at the market real quick here. This isn't a trading video. I think we're about ready to start doing trading videos because I like this software. I'm adapting to it, and I think I'm not going to trade currencies. That wasn't what I got the charting software for. What we're going to do is we're just going to analyze the charts because a lot of people want to know about the chart. So I'm just going to pull up whatever chart we can find on here that people are interested in, and we'll go over it. All right. So what I see here is price reached an all-time high. It came down to this point here, came back up, which it normally does. It bounced a lower low than it was here, broke through a trend going up, and we would call that a demand line. And so we're up. And then here's the retest. This is the 61% retracement. That might be a little high level for some of you, but basically the way markets work, they never go straight up and down for the most part. But this is kind of like a price ruler. So it kind of shows you price went up to a certain point and it came back. And this is 61% of the move up at this point right here, this line. And this is 78% of the way. And all the buyers that are in the market, they're typically hovering in this zone, waiting to jump back in to buy it on its way up. But what's interesting about this is you're buying it as it's falling down, which is the opposite of what most people feel comfortable with doing. But that's how you make money in the market. So when we get in, that's a very elementary or rudimentary, very simple example. But as we do the charting videos, they're going to be long and boring for some of you. But if you're really into charts and trading, you'll probably glean some pretty good information once we start doing it. All right. Let's give away some Bitcoin. Haven't done that in a while. Here's a random YouTube picker. We're going to go to my last BitConnect update video and pull that URL and see if we can give away some Bitcoin. And hopefully we'll grab one that has a wallet address on it on the first try. I haven't had very good luck with this lately, and I still don't. So I don't know how you restart this thing. Maybe just refresh. All right, let's try again. If it doesn't pick one this time, I'll probably have to just go to the page and pick one randomly myself because I don't want this video to be too long. Oh, and there we are. Winner is on 9 Funny and DBC for the win. Okay, that works. There's your wallet address. Yeah, okay, copy that. And we're going to send you some Bitcoin. I know that quotation mark is supposed to be there. And let's send 60 US. Actually, the fee is down a little bit. Let's send 65. The fees have been ridiculous lately, but it looks bad. And this is from BitConnect. I know this is a one-sided conversation, but how you guys out there doing today? I'm feeling a little under the weather, but overall I feel pretty good. I like the direction that cryptocurrency is going in. All right, so that's sent. Congratulations on 9funny, and you have some Bitcoin. Hope you do something useful with it. All right, let's talk about BitconnectX and what's going on with that. So this website didn't have very much information when it first came out, and there was no white paper. So I'm a person that needs a lot of information before I can formulate an opinion. So I didn't really have an opinion because I didn't know what the use case of the coin was going to be, being that they have an existing coin now, right? But I will tell you this, and this is my opinion. In a lot of investment opportunities, the money most at risk is what you enter with, right? In real estate transactions, for example, the riskiest money in a real estate transaction is the down payment. So, like if you're buying a house, most conventional loans want you to put 20% down because there's a safety margin built in for them to lend 80%, knowing that you put the first 20 up, because you have very low margins of error when you put the money up. When you want to build a house, for example, they only give you 50% of the value of the land because there's no guarantees that you're going to actually perform the work to get the value of the land up to build the house, but they may buy the materials or whatever before you get that done. So there's risk there. So everything is about mitigating risk. And the reason I bring that up is because with ICOs, the way that you mitigate your risk is through the price. So as BitconnectX came out last night, and I read the roadmap, and I looked at it, and I read a lot of the information and the features and everything that's on this page. Everything looks good. Looks like it's going to be good. The brand of BitConnect is pretty strong, so I knew there'd be a strong following. I think the coin will be successful. I don't have a crystal ball, but I would assume that it is because BitConnect is successful and they have a multi-billion-dollar coin already. So if nothing else, there's going to be good solid tech behind it and a good marketing push, right? But what I don't like about it is at a $50 price, you're raising your risk level. At 14 or 15 cents or $1 or even at $5, being that you have a coin from the company already existing that's over $300 or $350, whatever the price is of it currently, you see that there's a ceiling there. So at $5, that kind of risk has a tremendous amount of upside, and you mitigate some of your risk coming in. But at $50 a coin, you raise your risk level. And I'm risk averse, and there's other coins, other ICOs, there's other opportunities. You have to consider your opportunity cost. Best case scenario, maybe, in 5 or 6 months, it could match their other coin. And I'm just making a number up, but you're looking at an upside of 5x. Whereas there's other ICO opportunities out there where you could be looking at 10x, 15x, 20x based on comparable coins on the market to those ICOs. So the opportunity cost for this coin, I'm not a big fan at $50. And this coin could go to $1,000. I don't know. I haven't done enough research to know that. We still don't have a white paper. I saw the roadmap, but I didn't see any white paper. But I think BitConnect is, like I said, they're a strong company behind it. As far as revenue and everything, I don't know regulations and how that's going to affect everything. There's problems going on now with regulations, especially in the United States. And them omitting the United States, people get used to that. This is the hardest place in the world to deal with anything related to something that could be considered a security. We talked about this pre-USI's exit out of the U.S., and there's going to be a lot of this. And anything that looks like BitConnect, they're going to face this kind of thing too. And this is how it's going to go. But fortunately, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are a worldwide event, and this is the change that needs to happen. We need to have this argument and this conversation and people getting upset and the Americans being omitted from the ICO. You need this kind of stuff to happen because this is what forces the next stage and creates the change to evolve this space into what it eventually is going to be. Okay, so we need this stuff to happen. So I don't begrudge any of it, but I don't love the coin at $50. That's the bottom line. If you get into an ICO, you're looking for tremendous upside. And I'm gonna tell you, we should probably get used to this happening too, because of previous ICOs. We've seen coins that come out at 14 cents, and we've seen what the market cap for these coins can be. So if I'm the coin maker and I'm minting my coins, why would I bring them out at 20 cents or 15 cents or $1, knowing that the market cap will support a $300, $400, $500 coin? Why would I do that? I'm raising money, So if you're going to release, I can't remember how many it is, 11 million, total 11.7 million. Why not release it at $50 and clear over $600 million in the ICO? Why would you only take, a fraction of that if you know the market's going to bear it? So I don't like it for me. I think there's better opportunity cost elsewhere. And your next question is, okay, where? Let me do some research and find that for you. But I've seen stuff, So, I think it'd be fine probably because of, again, because of the liquidity behind BitConnect. But I don't love it at $50, being honest. All right. So that's my stance on it. And speaking further, give you another example. Speaking further to the money at the beginning, and your job whenever you're investing in anything is to do loss mitigation or risk mitigation at the beginning. We recently, if you follow the channel, we recently got into Devore coin. And I know this is a BitConnect video, but I'm going to give this point real quick. This is an example of calculating your risk at the beginning. When I analyzed Devore coin, what we found that in ICOs, the riskiest period with ICOs is pre-ICO, when they're getting all the technical stuff ready, because at that point you're doing a bunch of selling and spending money, but you're not getting anything in. So when they fail, a lot of them fail pre-ICO, and then a lot of them fail after 6 months. Because then if whatever you built isn't sustainable, or it's a Ponzi, or it's a pump and dump, or if it's some kind of scam, typically it crumbles under its own weight, in around the 6-month area. So when you analyze it that way, the very safest time to invest in anything like a Devore coin or a BitConnect is right when the platform launches. Because during that time, it's new, it's fresh, it has some type of competitive advantage like better rates or whatever. And the momentum, it's a momentum play. So the momentum from people running in and funding it up and building the coin up, and all the people that bought it in its ICO that are pumping the price, all that takes place in it, and typically it's over months. So when we analyzed to jump into Devore, the analyzation went, well, what is a way to get the shortest loan term with the maximum profit? And the bigger the loan, actually, the lower the risk. Yes, it's more money at risk, but percentage wise, it's lower risk proposition, because you're doing it in the most profitable zone of these ICOs and these new coins. And that's based on historical data from previous coins. Okay. So your job, anytime you're looking at something new to get into, is risk mitigation at the beginning. You always want to lower your risk. So that's, we've got a lot of questions like, why did you go straight in with $30,000 into Devore? That's why. It's the lowest risk possibility. 30,000 gets us into the lowest term, which is 89 days, and the highest yield with a plus 0.35% interest added per day. So it's the highest yield with the lowest return time. So, it's loss mitigation pretty much. All right. So let's get into BitConnect. Those are my thoughts. And that's, BitconnectX, not at that price. The cost raised the risk too high for me. Okay. BitConnect. All right. Let me tell you where I was wrong. Here's the BitConnect account. You can look at my lending wallet. You'll notice there's $1,500 in there. On my last video, I said that, I don't invest wait till I get $1,000 because I'd rather reinvest on a daily level. It does outperform for a while, but some subscribers, is 4 or 5 of you, took me to task and actually did the math, and I was wrong in my example. So if you wait until you do get to the $1,000 loan level where you get the 0.1 bonus, now some of their math was off too, but their math forced me to do my own math. And it does work out that around 2 months, like in the example I gave, if you're making 1% a day on $1,000, so it's $100 a day, it's better to wait 10 days until you have 1,000 to get the 0.1% extra guaranteed bumper. It is better to do it that way because it takes about 2 months for the money to catch up. But after 2 months, it does start outperforming instead of investing every day, regardless of saving up. Okay, so after I was forced to actually do that math, and it was pointed out to me by some of you wonderful subscribers and mathematicians out there, I have switched my strategy. I can be taught, so you guys made me take notice. So what I did is I didn't reinvest because now there's no magic ratio because there's so many variables. How much the market's paying per day on BitConnect, how much you have in your account. You have to do the math to find out if it's better for you to hold until you get to the 1,000, or if you were making more money, hold until you get to the $5,000 level. You'd have to do the math to figure it out. There's no ratio that I can just throw to you. I'm sure there may be some mathematicians watching this that have a ratio calculation that you could use to give you a good estimate, but I don't have one. But I do know in the example I gave, I was using $100 a day, and my account is around $11,000, so I'm close to $100 a day. So I did the math on a 10-day, and it does behoove you to wait till you have 1,000, and within about 2 months or so, you will catch up and outperform the daily reinvest. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you guys. So that's what we're doing. So I did save up the account. So let's do the reinvest now, since it's in there. So I've got. So I guess I'll be able to do 1570. I've never taken any money out of this account. And so this gets me into a 239-day capital release on this loan. And there's confirm, and that's done. All right, so my total investment at this point is $12,900. I think you guys remember I started with $1,300. Where's the Excel spreadsheet? And so this is the average payout for the last 60 days. I checked before the video, and I started with $1,300. So I'm at $12,900. Now, you all know that we started this channel in November. So because of the affiliate bonuses from you wonderful people that have used my link, it has helped bump me all the way down. So I guess I'm down around this area on my chart. But it's only been, I don't know, maybe 60 days-ish. So without the affiliate bonuses, I'd probably be somewhere back here with the money. So, this math is an eventuality, but it definitely helps when you have people helping you out. So for anybody that's used my link and have contributed to this growth, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right. But again, this is an eventuality. This is cold, hard math. Anything added can help you get there faster, but it's not required. You will eventually get there. Patience is a virtue, right? So that's that. Let's take a look here and see what the weekly interest rates. BitConnect seems to be recovering a little bit. The interest rates have been low, but they seem to have been getting a little bit better over the last couple of days. So we got 0.5 today. 0.96. Well, this will actually be paid out tomorrow for me, and this has been the week, so it's not been bad. And I mean, I said in the last video, BitConnect videos are getting kind of boring because BitConnect just does what it's supposed to do. There's no drama. You come, you check it, you see what the interest rate was. It pays out flawlessly. I have a lot of people on my team now. I think there's like 100 of you guys. You think I'd have more? You look at other YouTubers. And they have like thousands and thousands of people under them. I have like 100 people that have signed up under me, and so I don't do these videos for affiliates, but I'm glad for the guys that, that did sign up. But it tells me a lot of people watch the videos, but not too many people sign up, which means you're probably already involved, but you still watch the videos for the information. So that's good. Please stick around. And that's what we're here for, just watching how this thing turns out. So, I think that's it. I mean, I know there's some problems in Texas. They got a cease and desist in Texas. I saw something about cease and desist in North Carolina for BitConnect. I saw that today. This is the way it's going to go in the U.S. We talked about this during the USI. I said there's going to be more of this. There's going to be more. Our country, I'll save those thoughts. But this is going to be it's going to be a little bit of a fight for a while. And so prepare yourself the best way you know how. Do some research on how you have an opportunity to stay involved, maybe outside of the U.S. if possible. We're working on us being global legally. We have a SEC attorney on our team that we sent some terms and conditions to maybe 2 hours ago with some other things we're involved with. And we're trying to be as compliant the right way as possible. And we're going to share some of that information once we get it set up. All right. So there's ways around this. You can still do things, but just make sure you do it the right way and consult some type of professional, and we'll pass some information out too once we finish. We're going to send you a portion of the bill though, because the SEC attorney is expensive. So what we're going to do is when we get all the information and we disseminate that down into our group, we're going to take up a collection and we're going to divide it by however many people. If you respond, we're going to send all of you a piece of the bill so you can help us pay it. I am joking 100%, guys. All right. We'll take care of it and then we'll just pass out the information. It's all free. It's all part of growing this space. I'll be honest with you. BitConnect, Devorcoin, even USI before the problems, and Hashflare have all been fantastic to us. Jim is a monster. That guy has 500 terahashes in Hashflare. We're going to do a Hashflare update. As a matter of fact, we have huge mining news possibly coming. We're still in due diligence. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. Jim might beat me up. But we have possibly huge news coming from mining. And it's not something that we've ever talked about. And it's not Hashflare, even though we like them. But mining is fantastic. And we're really trying to make a really big splash and wave in mining. So stay tuned for that in the next couple of weeks, because we got more due diligence and we may have to travel to Europe and do some things to figure things out. But we got some big things coming that way. And we'll do a Hashflare video maybe tomorrow. And I'll show you what my account's doing. Hashflare is performing fantastic. So I love the mining side of everything. But all of this cryptocurrency stuff we've been involved in has been very, very good to me. So I don't really have a lot of complaints. And there's going to be bumps in the roads. I live in America, so it's going to be tough. But don't let that distract you and don't let that keep you from profiting from this once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay? That's pretty much all I have. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Here are, again, CryptUnite Global's communication pieces, our social medias. Join our Facebook group, like us on Twitter, or follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Website's coming. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And look out for more update videos all week. We're into everything, so I have to talk to you almost daily. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks.